What up, guys? This is Brandon from G-Swaps, and I am at my new house. I have actually moved recently, and right now I'm in the middle of building the motor for my CRV h2b project, and it's going to be a h21 to B series. Also, I just got done looking at the manual, and these are f20b rods and an f20b crank inside of an h22a4 block, which makes a 2.1 liter. And right now, I'm going to torque these rod bolts. 14 pounds, by the way. That one already torqued. That one's torqued. That one. Okay. Okay. And you always want to wait for the clicking noise when you're doing this. Okay. And on rod bolts, it doesn't really matter what order you go into because they're all different. Also, this is how you adjust a torque wrench if you don't know it. It's set on 14. I don't know if you can see the numbers there very well. Kind of not really, sorry. But anyways, you just loosen the nut down here, then spin it up and down to get your torque. It also says that I'm supposed to do a 90-degree turn on these, but I'm actually going to have to take my, I won't be able to record it whenever I do it because I'm going to have to just do it with both hands. And I apologize for that, guys. But here we are. We're in the middle of building this h21, and I'm sorry you got to miss the very beginning of the project, which was me putting the pistons in the engine. But this is where we're at now. This is the h21 build. Okay, so YouTube, I am back. This is Brandon from G-Swaps, and I am now, I just got done torquing all the rod bolts and everything, and you do have to do them at a 90-degree turn on a F23 or F20B, or honestly, anything that uses this style H22 rod bolt. On these particular engines, I did it at 14 foot-pounds. And then a 90-degree turn. It's the same rod bolt as the F23, so being that it's the same rod bolt, it's the same rod torque. Now, as far as the Euro R, I know that they utilize these same bolts, and also the H23a JDM, they utilize these same bolts, but I don't know the torque on them without having to look that up. I'm sure it's different. I am 100% sure it's different, probably. But as for this one, it's the same as the F23 because they use the same bolts. Now, I like to go through after I get done putting my rod bolts in because I build my motors like this, and I want to make sure that everything spins freely after every time I torque something down or tighten something. I want to make sure that it feels normal both ways. It's got to spin. If it doesn't spin, then it ain't going to work. But other than that, that's about it. So I'm on to getting ready to clean my main caps, and then I can go ahead and put the main caps on and the main bearings in, which I've already got half of those already in, so the crank can actually just ride and rest in there. But after I get those in, then this motor will be ready to put together. So I'll get you guys back on the next video. What's up, guys? This is Brandon from G-Swaps. I'm back again for the third part of my video that I'm making. But basically, here we are with the main caps. And I've got a table. This is my Honda table. It has seen better days. It's out of my CRV. But luckily I've got like 2 of these because Pick and Pull has like a million CRVs out there. But so basically you want to go through and clean with the brake cleaner. I buy a case of it at a time because I get a deal. But you want to go through and clean all of these small holes through here. Every single one of them with the brake cleaner. You want to make sure this part's clean. And then after that, you want to have a nice paper towel. In this case, I'm using a paper towel for these parts to dry on. But I'm going to go through and start spraying these out one at a time. And it doesn't matter which one you clean first. It only matters when you put them together. So I'm going to do this part, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, guys, we're back again, and here we are with the main caps after they're all clean and nice and dried. This one's still drying a little bit, but you can see that the patina is a lot different and there's no oil on them anymore. So, but the main thing you really want to focus on is getting this hole clean and this whole area clean there for whenever you're cleaning these. I mean, you do want the whole thing clean, but you wanted all the oil passages to be clean. The next thing you want to clean is to make sure that all your threads and everything are all clean for your whole bolts. Even though we're going to dip them in oil later, they absolutely need to be clean, because you don't want to stick something dirty down in there in your clean motor that you're, and it could have like a little piece of gravel on it or anything like that. You just have to think, but you want to ensure that you're checking your bolts whenever you're putting them in your motor, so that way you don't end up with strip threads or pulling threads out of motors. After that, I'm going to get into the process of cleaning this, which I'm going to try to take off all the little caps, but if I can't remove them, because sometimes they can be a pain and strip, I'm just going to go ahead and clean from the inside of the holes, which would be fine too as well. And I may just go that route. So clean all the inside out with your brake cleaner as much as you can, and allow it to dry as well, so that way it can go ahead and get that area clean too, because that's where all your oil passes through on this motor. Okay, so once you think that you are ready to go ahead and throw your bearings in this engine and you're ready to start putting it together, one of the biggest concerns I can see with most mechanics is that a lot of them don't do, is you guys need to wear rubber gloves whenever you're messing with bearings and small tolerance things, because even though you think you're clean, you still have a little bit of oil on your hands that can get down in there. But as you can see, I've got this bearing set and it's ready. They just pop right in there, super easy. And I'm going to go ahead and do the next one just to show you. Maybe kind of difficult to hold and set in at the same time. Inspect my bearing for flaws or damages, which I don't see anything. That's just normal wear from the packaging. So just go ahead and get her in place. I'm trying to do this one-handed. You want to line up the notch, make sure the notch is always lined up. Okay, once the notch is lined up, you just press her down and check your edges right here, make sure that they're flat to feel, and then go ahead and set it down and do the next one. I just did it one-handed, so it's not very hard. So, alright, another thing also, guys, whenever you get your bearings into place, also oil these before you put it fully together. Like, make sure that this area is oiled before it goes together. Just kind of something I just wanted to let y'all know. I'm just using engine oil to build this motor, no lithium or nothing like that. But you want to make sure that these areas are oiled, especially on the crankshaft. Like, just make sure you oil them when you put it together. Alright guys, after getting the main caps kind of placed in place, I had to stop because of number 4, because on number 4, if you guys know Hondas, number 4, there is what's called thrust washers on all Honda motors. So number 4, basically, you have to put these thrust washers in there, and you want the grooves to face on the crankshaft. You want the grooves to rub the crankshaft, basically. And so you'll drop them in like this. Drop it in, and until it goes all the way down. Now you'll notice that that side is a little bit more tighter than this side. So I simply will just take and bop it a little bit on the end of the crankshaft right here, like that, just to kind of slide it over a little bit. So that way I can make these drop in like so. And I didn't oil those before because I've already oiled pretty much this whole thing, and I'm sure that there's some down there on it, but before it's all said and done, I'll drop a little bit of oil on there. Well, on to the next step, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, on to cleaning the crank girdle. I like to go ahead and just put it like on the edge of a table, because a lot of this stuff is going to like run off. Sorry about the camera, guys. For a second, I had to set it down. But a lot of this stuff is going to run off. So basically what I'll do is I'll start with all these holes right here. Sorry, the camera angle's shitty as hell, but gravity against the cleaning inside. As you can see, it's running out down there. I also like to take and fill up all of the... Alright guys, once you get done getting everything else done and cleaned and stuff, you can go ahead and put your girdle on. Give it a little love tap all the way around where it says to. And then we'll go ahead and torque our rod bolts to 56 torque foot-pounds. That's what the factory manual says for an h22a4. And that's what I'm going to torque them to. So. Okay, finally, after you get done torquing your engine over, you want to go ahead, after you get done torquing all these bolts to 56 foot-pounds is what I torqued them to. And you just want to go through and make sure everything spins properly the way it's supposed to. So, I'll just give this a good crank here. May have to use a little bit of leverage, but for the most part, it spins freely. And the only reason why I'm having to use leverage on this is because I'm just doing this with one hand. So, as you can see, oh, I can't spin it while holding the phone, but as you can see, motor spins freely the way it's supposed to. But anyways, this is just a short video of building the bottom end with me here at G-Swaps, and I'm just going to go ahead and conclude this video and say thank you guys and have a great day. And I will have another video on this motor as soon as I get done cleaning the head and getting it all ready. But this is my 2.1 liter motor that I'm building for my CRV all-wheel drive. It'll be h2b CRV all-wheel drive. This is it, and it's getting dark outside, so I think I'm done with this for the night, and I'm gonna go back in and enjoy some Modern Warfare Zombies and have a good day. So you guys have a good night. Thank you. Like and subscribe if you like my channel. Glad to make videos for you guys just to kind of help everybody learn stuff. It's kind of cool. I like doing it. But you guys have a great day, and thank you. Goodbye.